Yeah, this message is for former Senator Dino Melaye. Dino, I kind of like you. And you worked hard, though, because you're a lot more realistic and respectful in your criticism of Obi. And when you describe Obi as a man who want to be in an air-conditioned kitchen, well, to a large extent, I wonder if you want to be in a hot kitchen yourself. You have shown pictures of your palatial homes, your bulletproof cars, your air-conditioned homes and all that, and all those your gold wristwatches that you brandish. I am not sure if anybody give you an opportunity to be in an air-conditioned kitchen that you want to be in a hut somewhere, you know. So I don't know how you think Obi should prefer to be in a hot kitchen instead of being in an air-conditioned kitchen. However, let's be realistic. Obi worked for where he is. You know it, and I know you understand it. Also, like I told my brother Kenneth, Obi is an institution. When you work so hard that people believe in you, when you get so vetted like Nigerians have vetted Obi, when you come to a point where people naturally in a country where every politician literally hand money over to the citizens to vote for them and to support them, when you get to the point where millions of Nigerians are running the election through you, you cease to be a candidate and you become an institution, or to a large extent, a quasi-political party. Obi is an institution and a quasi-political party. Why? Because there are millions running through him. For such a person or such a candidate, if you want to say that, he does not need to go through primaries. In America, where I live, such candidates don't get subjected to primaries. They are allowed to run expressly because they already recognize that the nation need them. The people want them. But unfortunately, in your own, heavily monetized political space, there is no such thing as that. What rules the ground is all about bribery, corruption, and criminality. So it is very hard for people like you to appreciate a candidate that is so clean that the people are yearning for such candidate. It's so difficult for you to appreciate it. I can see the disconnect in every one of you. You guys are used to doing things the corrupt way, that asking you to do the simplest, the easiest and the simplest right thing is most difficult for all of you. Very regrettable. I like you because you're a young man. I think you're a very progressive. Okay, you are one of the few guys I think that shouldn't, somehow shouldn't have been in the ADC. Because what you have in the ADC is baggages. ADC did not add any value to Obi. Instead, Obi added value to ADC. Obi came to ADC with people like me, who are spending my energy, my time, my resources on daily basis trying to project the party. Because of Obi, we are millions like that who are running through Obi, who are spending our time, our energy, our resources to project a political party we don't even belong to. It is an added value. I don't know if you can quantify. That value is what Obi had, and that value is what gives Obi the right to demand an express ticket. But it was very difficult for ADC to understand it. Why? Because all of you are used to bribing people to become candidates instead of aspirant, right? All of you are used to paying the delegates. So people, vultures that you call party members, were lined up waiting for Obi to bring money. Obi is not going to give you no farthing. And I know some of those who wanted to compete with him were very ready to also bring out their money. And do you know how they got it? They stole it from us. So they are very ready to give what they stole from us back into the system. And that is what the problem is. So when Obi left, with most of you there with your baggages, with your open wounds, it looked like we took away the bandage that was supposed to cover your open wounds. And this is exactly why all of you are crying. My brother Kenneth is just tumbling all over the place, losing his mind. He allows Obi to live in his brain and in his mind rent-free. So he has no other job. All he does is Obi this, Obi that, Obi that, Obi this, Obi that, Obi that, Obi that. In your own case, you're a lot more constructive. And for that, I give you a lot of credit because you're a little bit more decent than my brother Kenneth, who is like a street urchin. Local man from my village in Soka, from my own village in Soka. Yeah, he's a local man. So he acts like a local man. Like a big pit bull. That's exactly what he is. Your case is a little bit different, so I can understand what your plight is. So we took away your bandage. The man you people were hoping that we're going to use his structure to win the election is gone. Obi did you people a favor. You ought to be congratulating Obi for the short time he spent in ADC. ADC is filled up with toxic people. The same people who hoisted Buhari on us are what you have in ADC. From Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, remember all you people who went to the streets to demonstrate against Goodluck Jonathan. From Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to yourself, to all your dignitaries, or to even David Mark, all of you were the people who were in PDP, who sabotaged Goodluck Jonathan to bring in the clueless Buhari, a man who had no business being a president of this country. He ruined the nation that was the fastest growing economy in Africa. He brought it down. And by that extension, he gave the leverage to somebody like Bola Tinubu, who has no business whatsoever getting close to the corridors of power, to ascend the realm of power in Nigeria, and have seized it to himself, and have continued the ruination of the country to a point where an economy that was almost 600 billion have been trashed down to 300 or anything less. Shame on all of you. However, new Nigeria is possible. All of you are living in a bubble. You people do not realize that Nigeria has the youngest population, has the youngest Gen-Z population in Africa and almost in the world. A population that ranges from 18 years to 45. These people know, understand, and very educated. And all of you are disconnected from this work, from this fire force. And that fire force is the force behind Obi. All of you don't understand it. When you get to that point like Obi, you will be an institution. When you have this army of people behind you and running through you, you will realize that you will be the darling of every party. It doesn't matter the party Obi goes. Every party Obi goes. People like me will go with Obi. That party will get, will get ignited and will become on fire. We took the fire away from you. I warned you guys to give Obi ticket because the fire was going to go. And when Obi leaves, the fire will go with him. And ADC will be a shadow of itself. ADC now have been reduced to a moribund, useless, worthless political party. You people should sit down there and deal with it, right? You all know how to fix, you all know how to stay in hot kitchen, right? Now sit in your ADP and fix your hot kitchen. I hope you install an air conditioner in that your hot kitchen. But for us and Obi, we have no business being a useless hot kitchen with deaths and with roaches and with roaches and raccoons and all kind of horrible creatures. Like you have it all together in ADC. We are somewhere else where that is cooler, that is better, that is organized. Dino, peace. Love you, bro. Meet you on the other side, brother.